Hi everyone, welcome to DoWell UX Living Lab. Our presentation will start soon. Hi, welcome back. Today we are starting a new series talking about how to build an innovation culture within the organization. I'm sure that this is not a new topic to you because you are discussing or every day you are getting a lot of information on this innovation culture, building an innovation culture, and motivating people. More or less, it's a HR topic. That's correct. However, how to build the innovation culture for a HR department or for an organization from people's mind. So I'm more interested how to cultivate people's mind towards innovation culture. Okay, how to build an innovation culture within the organization. Today we are talking about an introduction part that is called ideation desk. Ideation deck. I will elaborate it again. What is ideation deck? That is a first step or starting point of innovation culture. As we discussed in all my presentations, we are talking about innovation journey. Innovation journey start with ideation, empathizing the idea, sketching the concept. The idea is converted to concept, the concept to look and feel, designing the look and feel, then look and feel to prototype, then prototype to MVP, MVP to market, then market feedback. Okay, when you see these type of diagrams, it's very beautiful to see that and very beautiful to discuss on it, but implementing these is little bit difficult because it's not smooth like as you are seeing like a wave. It's not smooth like one start from one end and it will end in another end. It's not like that. I know that because I am from practitioner side. So I know that this is not smooth like a sound wave we are seeing in physics. So just okay, this very systematically is going towards market. No. So many times is you have to step back, go again, maybe more steps back, then step by step you are improving to the next stage, then come back. Is something like uh, what we call heterogeneous movement inside a sea. So here and there, and okay. So at the end, you will be reaching the result. That is the way the innovation journey works. But we have to represent like that: ideation, concept, look and feel, prototype, MVP, and feedback. You can subscribe to our newsletter, UX Living Lab News, for more detail on these topics. At the same time, you can like, share, and comment on my presentation. You are free to share this to your colleagues and friends. Okay, coming back to our topic, how to build an innovation culture within the organization. From this sentence, I have to define or I have to elaborate the topic innovation first. Everybody knows innovation. There are a lot of definitions on innovation. Look into the Wikipedia, you can see a lot of definitions, or Google it, you'll get a lot of definitions on innovation. But more than theoretical innovations, I am interested to talk what is innovation. Very simple way I am defining innovation by differentiating it from invention. You are no, you may be clear on invention. So inventing a new thing. That's a scientist job. Yeah, he's inventing new things. Okay, James Watt invented steam engine, or Isaac Newton invented law of physics. Okay, a lot of things. the scientists are inventing. Then from that lab, it going out to field or going out to the community, then community needs something to use that invention in their day-to-day life. When that migration or that change happen, who is doing that? Mainly the corporates, mainly the companies doing that. Company gets this invention from lab, then they mold that invention towards a community, their needs, then they can use it. When that is happening, that is converting the invention to use in a society, in a community, that is called innovation. Lot of definitions like innovation is a continuous process, invention is a discrete process. Okay, good. Another is innovation is a dependent variable, that is, it depends on invention, and invention is an independent variable. Okay, by using these definitions you will get good marks in your university exam, but nothing else. You have to understand when a invention comes to society and how a society can use it, what are the changes we have to incorporate in that formulation, in that formula, to use it in a society. That is called innovation. That is the best practical way of understanding what is innovation. For example, diesel engine or petrol engine is invented by a scientist, or the theory behind it, and it's invented. Then when he converted to a automobile, that is a use of the engine, isn't it? Then innovation happens. So society is not going to purchase any engine. They are purchasing car. Engine is a core part of the car, but as a customer, think about in your case, are you going to buy a engine? No, you are going to buy a car. That is the role of innovation. That is the easiest way to understand that. Okay, then, so innovation is a continuous activity in a society, in an organization, or whatever. But invention is not a continuous activity. So once in blue moon is new things are invented, then it's converting towards the society. Both very good, because invention is a theoretical thing, the laboratory activity. Then we have to invent the new things, then convert into innovation. Okay, I hope the difference between the invention and innovation is clear, and we are talking about innovation. We have to build an innovation culture. We can't invent, isn't it? We are not scientists to invent something. So we have to build an innovation culture in our organization. How we can? Then the next thing is how to build an innovation culture is a culture. What is culture? How people behave. In a simple terms, how people behave depends on the culture. How people react, how people behave to a context. So how people behave inside the organization, that is we are more interested. So we have to build innovation culture within the organization. That's a beautiful topic today. Then we can talk about the reality. So you have idea. Yes, everyone have idea. Lot of ideas you have in your mind. That is the first step of innovation, is idea. Then reality. How many ideas come to practice or come to the society, come to the market? That is reality. So idea to reality. That is, in one sentence, we can say idea to reality is the total string, or the start point to end point for an innovation. So humans or employees in the organization or stakeholders in the organization should have that culture. Whenever there is an idea, how we can convert that idea to reality, that culture we have to build in our organization. Most of the people say, I have that culture in our organization. Okay, well and good, but look into that. Please listen what I am saying, then check whether what you are saying is in par with what I am talking about. If you want to do some changes, you can do that. Otherwise, if there is no culture, so how to build that? Okay, everyone have idea, everyone needs this idea to be implemented, but whether you have a culture, a smooth flowing actions from the human mind to reach the goal. So how to build an innovation culture within an organization? Start with ideation deck. That is the first step. Ideation deck. Do you have an ideation deck? Look to your organization. Do you have an ideation deck in your organization? Some people say yes, some people say no. If yes, look into that. Before that, when you look into the ideation deck, you have to understand what is ideation deck, what it is. Ideation deck is a platform to submit and keep ideas from stakeholders of your organization. That is called ideation deck. Do you have that? Check with your HR department or with your R&D department or innovation department. Some companies will be having innovation department, some companies will be having R&D. Okay. Ideation deck is a platform. If you have a platform to keep ideas from the stakeholders of your organization, stakeholders may any person in the organization, maybe employee, maybe a supplier, maybe a client, maybe other stakeholders in your organization, maybe a shareholder, also a stakeholder. So whether you have that elaborated system, at least is a deck for employees to submit the ideas. Whenever there is an idea comes in, they have to submit. That is called ideation deck. So I will show an ideation deck for you. Check whether it is something similar you have in your organization. I will explain what it is. Okay, this is a very simple form, Google form to fill it. So you can start with an email. Okay, then your industry. Okay, food and beverage. I can take a food and beverage. The name of the organization. Okay, then brand you are working with. Okay, UX Living Lab. Your department. Marketing. Okay, then elaborate your ideas into 100 words. Do you have an idea on marketing? Yes, I have. Okay, why we can't use Mac Big Index in our organization to compare cost between cities when we execute and execute a project at the same time when we when we calculate cost for the project. Okay, so this okay, I need someone. This will give quick and fast, quick turnout for costing as bidding. Okay, I have an idea. There is a index called Big Mac. Okay, Big Mac index. Okay, Big Mac index. why can't we use Big Mac index in our organization to compare cost between cities when we execute a project? At the same time, when we calculate the cost of for the calculating the cost of the project to submit the bid, as well as when we execute the project, why can't we use Big Mac index? Okay, that's idea comes to my mind. Okay. So the next question is, in your view, the above idea is solution to delay in costing comparison on cost between locations. Then okay, okay, the contributors. So the question is the contributors to the idea. Give the percentage of each based their contribution to the idea. Okay, your customers. Okay, in that idea, whether any role from your customers, no. Your vendors or channel partners, no. They never discuss me anything like that. Your competitor or market, no. Startup in your industry, no. Other industries are using this. Yes. So this idea comes to my mind because other industries are using this. So I'm giving the weightage of 60% to other industries. That is a way the ideation start triggers in my mind because other industries are using that. Why can't we use it in our organization? Okay. Name, your country, okay, anything. That's not a big thing, but still I'm submitting that. Okay, then your city, Singapore. Okay, these are just for a recording, uh, records purpose. Any comments? No. Okay, then submit. Okay, then verify and submit. Okay, these are not a big deal we are talking about. Okay, so submitted. Then next. This is the way I'm talking about collecting the ideas. Do you have something like this in your organization? Check. Okay, so we have something like that. If you have something like this in your organization, continue with that and check what are the information they are collecting. While collecting while taking the ideas to the board, ideas to the platform, or you can use this form, or you can take this form and change according to your concept and use. You are free to. If you need this form, you can just scan it. This QR code you will get. Okay, but you need an ideation deck. So collect this information at least once a day or whenever an idea comes to their mind. So how many times you have to collect? At least once in a day. So you have to force them or you have to encourage them to submit these type of ideas at least once in a day. Okay, one idea is okay, but every day you have to submit that type of idea. That is the purpose of ideation tech. How to do that? There are a lot of bottlenecks. I know bottlenecks are there. People will say that I have no time. Another people say, person says I have no ideas in my mind. Only one idea I got. I already submitted. Other people, okay, if I submit my idea, what other people think? These are the bottlenecks. That's correct. But you have to overcome these bottlenecks. No time. That is. just because of they are not interested to submit, they are not cooperating. So you have to do something for their corporation. No ideas. I can't believe that, because the latest study shows 6,000 plus ideas coming to a human mind in a day. Previously, they said that 75,000 ideas in a day. That is idea sparks, idea triggers. But now the latest study in 2020 says that 6,000 plus ideas. That is idea worm. Now the study changed to idea worm. So the 6,000 plus ideas are coming to a human mind in a day. That is almost one idea per 10 seconds. Look into that. Anyway, you are sleeping, then divide it, then it's almost 1 idea in 10 seconds. That is 6 ideas in a minute. Okay, that's it. Six ideas in a minute, then into 60, there are around 350 ideas in an hour, then it comes to around 16 hours, it comes to around 6,000 plus. Are you using these 6,000 plus ideas? So idea worm, from start point to end point, you can, that is called idea worm, or think worm, or different names you can use it. So don't say that no ideas, there is ideas. But what you are using with that idea, are you working on that idea? That's up to you. That is the mindset we have to build. People have ideas. Psychologists say that you have one idea per 10 seconds. So don't say that there is no idea. No time is not an excuse. And what others think, also there's nothing in it. So you have to encourage people to contribute that idea. They will come out with a lot of reasons how we can. Very simple thing, you got to recognize them, give incentives, and make them the owner of their ideas. I'm not saying anything new, because when a person submit an idea, you have to recognize that person, give incentives, at the same time make the owner of their ideas. So when a person give an idea, let the person be the owner of the idea, and he has to track what happens to his idea, whether it is moved to the look and feel stage, or whether it moves to the prototyping stage, or whether it is releasing or stopped in between. So that's called owner of the idea. So he will, the person will be having a ownership mind, and it gives a startup culture in your organization. That is the best and first step to start innovation culture. So when they submit the ideas, you have to scrutinize it, then move forward. Recognize the person, give some incentives. Maybe you can incentivize in the how many ideas he submitted in a month. You can incentivize in that way. Then, when the companies, after scrutinizing, when the management say that this idea we can move forward to the concept level or look and feel stage, then make them the owner of the idea and let that person to be part of that team, then continue. So that gives a very great thing he will be working on, and he will be contributing that maximum to that idea. Then he feel that he's the owner of that idea. Recognize that person. That is the first step of innovation culture. So think about this concept. As I said earlier, you may be come across a lot of points like this in the innovation culture. So I'm not interested to explain some classroom topics on this. I want you to execute in your organization. If you have a ideation deck, look into that, whether it is in a proper shape and properly conducting that. If you don't have that ideation deck, implement it today. Use this form, or you can create your form. I am not insisting anything like that. You can create your own form. But the important thing is submit the idea, categorize the idea, and contributor of the idea. These three things are important. So develop that ideation deck and let them contribute the idea. Of course, you will be facing a lot of bottlenecks because this ideation deck itself a new idea maybe in your organization. Of course, you may be facing a lot of problems from others, or this is not going to work, this is useless things, or lot of problems you can face, but you have to implement. That's your duty. Think that it's your own idea, and ideation deck itself an idea. So start. Ideation is a easy thing, but after that, what do you do with idea? That is the toughest point. Ideation is very easy because people have a lot of ideas. They discuss idea, and human mind enjoying that discussion. That is a problem of ideation. Human mind enjoys the ideation discussions. So they are very interested to exchange the ideas, discuss the ideas. That's all. Then mind moves to the next idea, because uh, human mind is like that. It's shifting between the ideas and it's enjoying in that way. But when you restrict the human mind to concentrate in one idea, it will resist. In a big way, it will resist. Otherwise, you try. That is a problem of ideation. So ideation is very simple. After that, what you are doing? What you are using this with that idea? That is important. Okay, my takeaways. How to build the takeaways from my presentation: how to build an organization culture within the organization. Takeaways: build the ideation deck. I already explained what it is. Collect ideas continuously. That is very important. But you collect at least once in a day. You have to collect it. Otherwise, it's once in a blue moon you are collecting an idea, then it won't work. And make them the owner and continue. That's a way to build. So you can train them, you can explain a lot of things. I'm not interested to talk to any of the training sections or anything like that. I'm interested to talk about how to implement. You can give a lot of training to them, but nothing will work. You can continuously train them, but it won't work. So how to implement? Well, implementation is happening only through their cooperation. I'm not talking about the innovation team. I'm not talking about the R&D team. I'm talking about the other departments, maybe finance, maybe marketing, maybe costing, maybe production. So their idea to be. So the production team can generate an idea in costing. So costing people can look into that. That's the way the innovation deck should work. I'm not saying that, okay, marketing team has to create a idea only for marketing. Finance team has to create idea only for finance. No, they are free to generate ideas. So submit these ideas continuously to your platform. Then after that, you can scrutinize and give to the concerned department to work on it. That is the way. Okay. Okay, if you need the form, you can scan it and use it. Okay, don't next week don't say that, okay, I had a lot of problems from my organization, that's why I could not implement it. That is not the right way. You have to implement it. Convince the top management that the ideation tech is the first step to start innovation culture. Okay, that's all from my side. That's just an introductory presentation today. I'm just starting from the first step, ideation, and ideation deck is the first step. So any questions? You can ask any questions, and you can add questions in the comment box. I will get back to you, and I will answer it now or get back to you. At the same time, you are free to share this to your teams, colleagues, and you can like it. Whatever may be the question, you can type in the comment box. I am not interested to continue this series like a classroom presentation. What I am doing is I am giving the solution to implement. You can directly use what I am showing here. Otherwise, you can change it your own way and do it. But you have to implement. That is very good. I'm saying that, okay, this is not a what we call presentation. I'm saying that it's a workshop. More or less, we can say that. I can say that it's a workshop. I'm giving the solutions, and you have to implement it. You have to do it. I will I'm sharing the QR code, so you can scan the QR. Otherwise, I am sharing the link of that form also in the chat, so you can use it. Waiting for questions. Thank you for your time. See you next week. By the time, I hope you will implement the ideation deck in your organization. Thank you.